Okay, I guess I'm live. Okay, I don't have much planned, but we're just gonna go. First, we're gonna go through the forest fire situation in Canada. Okay, it's New Brunswick. This is what the fire situation looks like in Canada right now. You can see the west is just blazing through Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and up through Alberta and into the territories, into the Northwest Territories. Okay, and then we're going to focus in here on New Brunswick. We don't have that many fires right now. Most of them, I think there's a total of 347 acres. Okay. The biggest one is located up in here, and this region is called the Miramichi because there's the Miramichi River. It's famous for like salmon and fishing and stuff in that area. But yeah, there's a fire about 340 acres right now in New Brunswick. You're not allowed onto crown lands. If you in Canada, we have some of our territories owned by the government, and it's called crown lands. This is because the government of Canada, the head of the government of Canada is technically the crown of England, so it's pretty much ran by the province. Some people know that in Nova Scotia, they've pretty much banned all activity in the woods. But yeah, it's almost that bad here. This is because you don't know what's going to spark a fire. A couple years ago, down in this region, St. Andrews, somebody was riding a four-wheeler in the woods and started a forest fire on this road here. It was out in a few days, and they did have to evacuate people, and I think only one house got damaged. But it was a four-wheeler and a spark or the engine just rubbing against the some wood or something on a path caused the fire. But the closest fire to there's two. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is one of the closest ones to us. I'm in this area down in here. And then, okay. So, yeah. There's one burning here, and there's a number of burning throughout the province. I think this one's like 5 acres. Yeah, 5 acres. But they're a total of about 360 acres burning. Yeah, it's so dry and hot now. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do now. I was planning on watching. There's a guy named Austin Whitsitt. He's a flat earther. He's famous for spewing what is called word salad. He just makes up a bunch of words and tries to explain stuff away. He tries to pretend he knows relatively better than Einstein and physicists around the world, and he's that arrogant. So but he tried to get onto a chat roulette channel for teens and 20s people, and to try to popularize flat Earth, and he didn't do so well. Plus, it was kind of sleazy the way he did it. So a couple other channels are going to cover him sometime today. The Drunk Debunked Show and Yerpa Mady Talks, which is a guy in South America. It's named after a tea. But yeah, he's kind of famous for just spewing words that don't make sense. And another channel, Unfornicated, made a parody video of his words of the word salad, and I don't think Unfornicated would have an issue with me showing this, so I'm going to show it. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike.
Tired of your handcrafted word salads getting mistaken for delirious nonsense? Do your conspiratorial pronouncements regarding complex scientific topics lack oomph? Yearn for the days when your pronouncements on the scientific ramifications of any subject are met with rapturous applause, not bewildered stares? Well, you're in luck. There is no better way to complete a beautiful bed of word salad, consisting of scientific terms arranged in a misleading and completely incoherent string of consciousness, topped with vine-ripened, cherry-picked quotations and personal incredulity croutons, than with a rich, creamy dressing by Hubris Valley Ranch. Likewise, Hubris Valley Ranch can also be used to accentuate the flavor of a 30-minute monologue spent exalting your intelligence and subject matter expertise in any and all scientific fields, regardless of real-world expertise. Our patented formula contains 40% more unfounded assertions per tablespoon than leading competitors, plus added electrolytes for those marathon basement research sessions. Be sure to try our new varieties, each formulated with our patented Question Everything technology, our signature pattern recognition seasoning, our new confirmation bias-free variety for the selectively skeptical, our best-selling do-your-own-research variety, perfect for those who've already done theirs on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever social media echo chamber validates them today. Now we have released our limited edition Connect the Dots blend, because sometimes the most obvious explanation is exactly what they want you to think. The more you use, the more expert you'll become in fields you've never studied. We guarantee instant confidence in all scientific debates, or your intellectual humility back. Hubris Valley Ranch is readily available in the condiment aisle of your local supermarket or favorite grocer. Hubris Valley Ranch, dress your delusions.
Okay. And before it gets into another channel, Professor Dave. Okay. I think we'll go through a bit of Mikey Smith. He goes back to the university. The observatory is closed because it's actually raining out in Saskatchewan. That's a good thing, because they need as much rain as they can get.
You hooting me? You were doing something.
He's basically going to try to find the security guard that kicked him off the campus last time. But what Mikey doesn't get is that he was been to the observatory twice before the night he got kicked out, and both times he ended up shouting at people and going through the observatory and calling everything fake and all that stuff. And actually we should go back before this, because he sits out in a parking lot looking through a field guide. Let's see if I can get it close.
Video the other day. Well, there you go. There's right here. This is Venus. Isn't that exciting, guys? The secret is in how they come up with 350, is that trillion miles? That's not million, that's for sure. I've never seen that number before, so I wouldn't know. Where is Mikey going today? Well, like I said, I am going...
We actually take measurements, plus there's different ways of calculating the distance. There's redshift, there's bolometric measuring, there's the distance modulus. There's a number of ways of calculating how far away an object is, so that's how we come about it. People study how to figure this out, or do our work, get work experience to do this. So that's what he doesn't understand. He just thinks our astronomers just draw answers out of their heads.
Right here, I'm remaining stationary in this car until we go to the university later on, drive around the city a little bit, head over to the clubs later tonight. We will do the usual nightclubs, and we'll have the lights We got the lights going on the billboards, so we got absolutely wonderful. Got a girl, good to see you there. Okay, CJ, and everybody else. So I went for Chinese earlier. Huh? What is it?
Can you
What?
close the wasp? Can you close the
Oh,
window?
wasp. I don't need a wasp in here. I'm allergic to them.
It's right there.
Sorry.
Yeah, August is horrible for wasps. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, where's that book? Now that we need to kill time. Is it over here? It's in the car somewhere. Might be on the dash here. Of course, what isn't on the dash? Nope. I saw it here somewhere. I jammed it in here. Snag. Okay, right? Yeah. All right, guys. You want some more cartoons? I got lots. We've got the Peterson's First Guides Astronomy, a simplified guide to the stars, planets, and universe. All right, guys, are you paying attention? More or less a cartoon book for adults. Of course, you want me to read the introduction here? The note? The editor's note?
Where is he?
We have in 1934, my field guide to the birds. First saw the light of day. The book was designed so that live birds could be readily identified at a distance without resorting to the technical points specialists used. The Peterson Field Guide series, which has now grown to over 30 volumes on a wide range of subjects, has enabled millions of users to learn about the plants, animals, rocks, and stars without specialized training. Of course. It is a special pleasure to present a guide to the stars. Oh, yes, of course. Which everybody can see. Everyone interested in birds or other aspects of nature should sure.
Peterson's field guides are actually fairly well respected and fairly good, so. But he thinks he knows better than everybody else.
Really be interested in the stars. Even though Peterson field guides are intended for the novice as well as the expert, there are still many beginners who would like something simpler to start with. A smaller guide that would give them confidence. It is for the audience. Those who perhaps recognize the moon and maybe the Big Dipper, but the little else that the first guides have been created.
I'm going to skip over this for a second.
The clouds and weather. Oh, dinosaurs. Ooh, isn't that exciting? Solar system, trees, urban wildlife, flowers, caterpillars. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah.
He's criticizing science, but he doesn't care about science.
So we'll show you some funny pictures. So these are just Okay, here's the picture. So in this book, you will see lots of blackened out windshields with stone pits in it. They like to do that to represent stars in some of these books. So here's your first funny color cartoon there.
The Orion Nebula. Okay, I know I shouldn't use my images that often, but because, well, mine's not that good, but I've seen it with the naked eye. I've seen it through telescopes. I've taken images of it, so that does exist. I don't get why he has such a problem with these things, but
Not much of a picture there. That's where's this one?
okay, I'm going to show the picture. Let's see. Oh, I didn't crash the computer, did I? Crashed the
I
Explorer.
don't know what the deal is with this one, but that's your other cartoon image they give you there.
That's a galaxy. Can't recognize it. I'm trying to read. It's not a cartoon. It's a picture.
Some more garbage. The Great Galaxy of Andromeda.
Andromeda. It's not that hard to pronounce compared to some other things.
Meta. M31, Aspire Galaxy, not a chance. Its two companion galaxies also show clearly in this photo. It clearly shows me nothing really. This is a really bad picture too. It just shows some I don't know what that's supposed to be, but those aren't stars.
Star cluster of some kind. I should have recognized Andromeda, but there's many spiral galaxies, but
Of course, nobody does what I do. Nobody zooms in on the stars and records them as videos.
the reason why you don't do it as videos is because, or we got to explain this again, is that there's an atmosphere that can create a lot of blurring between you and the star, and also you want a nice steady image. You don't want wobbly images, so that's why astronomers don't take a lot of videos unless you're doing like this the 24-hour star tracking, the star trails, or a meteor shower or something like that. It's just not what you're looking for.
Individual videos of individual stars. Those are real. I am taking pictures with my telescope. Send them to me. I should open up my phone. Why is that open? I need to be watching myself, Joanne. And for those of you who think they are taking pictures of... I wanted to watch, but not listen. You can send me your individual videos of stars. I do it. It's easy. And of course, the so-called planets, which I've proven they are not spinning balls of gases or millions of miles away. They are something else. So here's your pitted stone. Does that not look like a windshield?
That's a globular cluster. And okay. Let's see if we can find my files. or if my computer will work. That looks like, that does look like M13. Is that M13? It does look like that. But he thinks it's
with stone pits in it, or blasted with a sandblaster and then lit up with the flashlight. Am I wrong? Seriously, am I wrong?
Yes, you are wrong. You are wrong.
I'm going to represent this exact picture in the future. I will do that for you guys. All you got to do is get a tinted sheet of glass from a vehicle and pummel it with frickin' stones to get those dots. Shine a flashlight at it. Easy to do, folks.
Then why can we see them in the night sky? We don't need the piece of tinted glass with the flashlight through it.
I will replicate that exact picture. Not a problem. Here's another bullshit picture here, supposedly. I have never seen a galaxy ever in the last few years. Ever. I have seen nebulas, yes.
Well, depending on the time of day or night you're at and where you are, you can see the Andromeda galaxy with your naked eye. It doesn't look like a spiral, but you can see it with your naked eye.
But not galaxies. See, look. Oh, see, that's. Is this different? This is the exact same picture, is it not? Global cluster, northern sky, M13. See, look at this. That picture there, and this one.
Yeah, it looked the same.
Yeah, it's this shit.
Yeah.
But supposedly it's different. This one is globular cluster in the northern sky, M13, Hercules, Centaurus.
There's about 200 globular clusters known to orbit the Milky Way. They're all there's a couple different origins. Some of them could be the leftovers of dwarf galaxies that get gobbled up by our Milky Way. The Milky Way, when a galaxy gets so close to our galaxy, they call it cannibalism. It takes all the stars and puts it into our galaxy. I think Gaia, there's a satellite called Gaia, and it's done a number of measurements to track the orbits of stars, and they found several different families of stars orbiting the center of the Milky Way. So that's how they know that these are stars from different galaxies. But the globular clusters are either the cores of these galaxies, or they were formed by giant gas clouds in the beginning of the universe.
It's the exact same shit. It's just that, you understand what I'm saying? You take a one of these windshields, tinted windshield, in the dark, put a flashlight on the opposite side, and take a picture of it. That's what it's going to look like. Exact same thing. Here, I'll show you guys. Look at this. These are two different pictures. Let's see if I can spread it open enough. It's a pitted windshield, guys. That's all it is. That does not exist. That's not real.
I've seen them. I've actually done measurements for them. Okay, one of the last courses I took was a data analysis course, and what we were given was a bunch of globular clusters, and we had to measure the stars in the globular cluster. I didn't do well in the course, but I had some issues going on. But what you did was you measured the stars, and you found how many white dwarf stars were in the cluster, because those are the end stages of stars. The end stages of stars, and if depending on how many white dwarfs or how many stars are off the main sequence, it was how old the cluster was, roughly. So I've taken pictures of these. I've seen them with a naked eye, just a few meters from where I am right now, outdoors. I've seen through binoculars too. They do exist. They are real. They're not painted windshields.
Neither of these. Good luck. CJ says, hi, Joanne, we missed you. Curved rail guns. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Mickey, for what it's worth, your stream is really clear tonight. Still backwards. Yeah, I know. This backwards thing drives me nuts. I've been filming for many, many years. I have never had this problem. I have reset everything yesterday. I had to relog into this phone that I'm using right now just minutes before. Everything M51. Wasn't this M51 back here? Well, that was M13. So this one here is M51.
For some reason my file, just give me a second, maybe it's just a loose USB cable. Nope, my system not going to work that well in that area for some reason. But I have to.
Okay, most of the stars of the Milky Way galaxy are in a giant disk, 100,000 light years across. Not a chance. Not even fucking close. Ice Wall Flat Earth, science fiction, space exploration is big. Good question, Mikey. CK's.
He's reading the chat, which is not included, but.
Question. Where did you get this book? From the wonderful Joanne.
My sister.
From her sister. But I received it from Joanne. And then we've all seen these stupid things. I don't know what that is either. And then again, if these are real pictures of stars, take your telescope, if it is at all possible, zoom into one of the stars and record it as a video.
Well, depending on the angular resolution of the telescope, you probably can't do that. Plus, also, as I said, we generally don't take videos.
Now this is the worst ever. Oh my god. Look at this. What is this? These aren't stars. And then what's this? These are supposed to be galaxies. Look at this. There's a little garbage. These little fucking orange things. Stars aren't orange, by the way. I can verify that.
Stars come in a number of colors, from the white. Just a second. Let's see if. This is the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram. This is how stars are generally classified. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Good. Okay. You have the O and B type stars up here. It says here that this is about 30,000 Kelvin. Okay. What's the... And the brightness compared to the sun, like see the sun's here, that's one. These are 10 to the 6 magnitude. But these ones are a lot brighter and hotter than the sun. Then you have further down O, B, A, F, and then you get your G-type stars, which is your sun. And you get your K and M down here. There's also a Y and L further down for brown dwarfs. Brown dwarfs are stars that can't really fuse, or they're kind of in between planets. They're about 0.08% the size of the sun in mass. And then you have the white dwarfs down here. And then you have the giants, like when stars get older, they'll start burning different fuels and pushing the gas further out, and we'll start creating the giants and the supergiants. So, and you can say that the stars start off around 40 or 50,000 Kelvin and go down to maybe around 2,500 degrees Celsius or Kelvin. So that's how they classify stars. Where's Mikey again? Wrong. Okay. We'll start killing windows. There we have it.
Oh, here we go. Venus. You guys saw Venus on my video the other day. Well, there you go. There's right here. This is Venus, supposedly. You want to see what Venus really looks like?
Okay.
Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Here we go. Where'd that page go? Right there. There we go, folks. Which one's the real one? Which one is... How's that sound?
The one on the right is the real one. The other one is just the badly taken something. We don't even know if it's Venus.
I'm going Sesame Street. Say to the same. What does it go? One is not the same. Did it. Cartoon, CGI, actual, what real Venus. Isn't that amazing? Seriously, that's Venus. This is bullshit. Well, good luck, Space Agency. I wish you luck, guys. I don't even want to look at that. Oh my god. Okay, let's move over to Tim Hortons. So I can go pee-pee.
Okay.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other.
Oh, okay. I've had enough. Don't need more of him sitting around. Yeah, I'm watching somebody making a video of him. And on to the university.
It wasn't for me. I still have some a little bit of them. Looking for those bastards this time. We're purposely on an investigation, or not an investigation, what would you call it? On a hunt for those bastards. I'm gonna let them know who's boss. Can I turn in here? I think I went the wrong way last time. Yeah, no, you can't do it. I think that's the way it went. Here, let's do it. There we go. Alright, let's look for these morons. Oh, this white stuff. Yeah, there's that other place I usually go to there. I'm going to obey every little... Huh?
Like a clown.
A clown? Outside the building?
Right here.
Oh. Is that a clown?
I don't know.
No.
Interesting. Lewis patio, something or other. So here we are at the University of Saskatchewan. We are going to try to find these punks. There are so many different... See, you can't go that way. That's only buses, right? Only buses. Okay. Well, that's weird. Because I went that way twice.
There's a person dressing that.
Because he wants to, I guess. Yeah, very smoky here. Very smoky, smoky, smoky. Alright, where are these guys? You can't... I don't know. There's so many freaking signs here. I need this. Let's call for them. Come get me, you bastards. I'm looking for the security that keep threatening to give me tickets. We're going to look for these guys and let them know that they are going to cause themselves some problems. They're usually on me quite fast.
I think that's a cop car parked back there, I think.
Like in that parking lot?
Right.
That white one?
Yeah, I think it's not a cop car.
We'll go in there and find out.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Because there's something in the roof.
Well, you would see it on the side. Yeah, no, that's not it. You would see it on the side. You would see the decals. My left neck feels weird. I hope I'm okay. There's a place in here. I should show these guys. How do I get to it? It's over here.
There's that bus.
Oh, that bus that was over by Tim Hortons. See, can I... What is that? Can I go through here? What does that say?
Oh, that's right. Vehicle only.
Oh,
Some kind of tour bus.
What's she say?
I don't know.
I think it's a drinking tour bus.
Absolutely, 100%. Like a tire. Okay, he was just taking pictures. That's all he was doing. I'm gonna go up to there. Here, guys, we got people on the bus, and the wheels go round and round. It's flat. Tires are round. Look. That's a star. That's a star. These guys are all... Yes, so are mine. Mine hurt right now for some reason, but...
Okay, I'm going to try to see if I can find where it goes to the observatory. Do. Probably further back.
It's right in your line of sight. It's a $580 ticket.
Okay.
That's pretty clear
Okay,
and
I'll
cut.
put it down here then, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
See, this is what he's going to get a ticket for, was driving with the cell phone right in front of him. But, okay, we'll go back a bit.
I've been wanting to do this for like a year, man.
Okay. Okay, further back than that. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, well, we can't.
No, this is.
But
No, I didn't. Okay. Maybe he deleted them. No, that wasn't 3 months ago. It was like a couple of weeks ago. But okay, I'll have to look for it on my own time.
checking out. These guys here were checking out the car. I just can't remember what I'm go to.
He basically was going to get ticketed for traffic violations. Okay, just 1 second here.
All right, guys, we got some little action there. We should follow that bus, maybe. Oh, they'll be down at the clubs later tonight, I bet you. Yeah. We should have asked them.
Yeah.
But there's, I hate when there's like 8 people talking to me at once.
I know.
I think, how do you even have a conversation like that? Hey, Blondie, Mikey, get the Blondie's phone number. I gotta find that building that has like weird stuff on it.
I mean,
She's like, what the fuck? What the?
Normally, Saturday evening's not the best time to go to a university to talk to administrators or anybody, because most of them are home. So I don't. But tracking down a security guard or police officer, there's a reason why they don't give out names. It's because of their own personal security. So I don't get what he's going to try to achieve by trying to track this guy down. But we'll just see what's. Well, I've seen this, but I'll just go through some of the next bit.
Fuck. She's probably shouting her number. Just randomly shout out their phone numbers. My number's this. Okay, and then she has like 50 people calling her. There's a. Oh, guys, I don't know. Really, of course, when I'm trying to find them, I can't find them now.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening over
Oh,
here.
there's right here.
Is it?
This looks sensitive.
I don't see it. No, this is.
There's the cop cars right there.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, I don't. Oh, sure. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's the green vehicles, right? What does it say on there? Campus security? Does it say that? Oh, yeah, peace. There we go. Hey, boys. Oh, yeah, just in case. Let's get this down here. Just going to move you down here for a second, guys, just in case they complain about me. Should have the other thing, that phone mark. And, that's not going to stay. This is so slippery, this phone.
What are we doing?
Oh, good. Good job. Come talk to me. Here we go, guys. I'll give him some room to move. And let's go.
Plus, here's the thing, given that the vehicles look different from the last time he was here, I think he was talking to the city police and not the campus police, but could be wrong.
Here. What's his number again? 143. Yeah. I'm just going to pass on a message. What number was it? Number 143. He's going to cause this university to have a huge lawsuit against them because number 143, peace officer. Oh, work. I don't know. I just know his badge number 143. What's wrong with what? Oh, everything. He's not allowing me to be on this property. I was doing something wrong a few weeks ago, supposedly sitting in my car. So he's going to cause a problem, a lawsuit. I'm talking to what's her name here? I'm just waiting for her to call me back. Her name is Mandy Burnett. She's one that deals with the rights of the students here. So I'm communicating with her.
And he's not a student. And also, they have it's also private property to be inside the buildings, so they have every right to limit who they want in the buildings. Especially when they have a record of being a pain in the...
No, I'm from Assiniboia. I don't even live here. So, but these are public roads that people can drive on. I have every right to drive on these roads. It's only because of the information that people are not comfortable with. I do have my Canadian Charter of Rights in the car, my human rights. I know what I'm legally able to do. So if he has a problem with me being on these grounds, yeah, I filmed it live on my YouTube.
This is starting to go into sovereign citizen, freeman of the land, Karen territory. You probably do have you do have a right probably to go through the campus driving, but you don't have a right to be a nuisance on campus. That's it. But then he's just a nuisance.
It would take me a minute to show. I wasn't really expecting to talk to anybody, but if you want to talk, it's fine with me. Like,
How can I not see you?
yeah, well, that's why I came here. It was the sheep get wet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just give me. Oh, here. Okay. Okay, right here.
Dollars more like dollars more like $100. Come on, are you kidding me?
Right now.
It was make the effect.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see these two guys, but those two guys there. All I was doing was, well, they were going to give me a ticket every time they've talked to me a few times. For what? Harassment or something?
They can't give you a ticket for harassment.
Yeah, I was in my car. I know. Well, that's what I mean. They're threatening me with.
I'm not trying to be an
Yeah, no.
The problem is he was there twice before, and he was bugging the people in the observatory.
No, yeah, here, just let me listen.
Trying to figure out what
Cops
the
do.
complaint is. What are the complaints? It's not a
Cool.
complaint.
Hey, guys. Good citizen. You betcha. What were they for?
Because you were asked to move and we didn't move. And that was it.
Interesting, okay. I was filming live on YouTube, so that's what I was not saying. And if they're gonna claim... Hey, guys.
Hey, sorry, and your name is?
Good citizen.
Good Citizen? Okay.
You betcha.
Okay. My name's Special Constable.
Oh, here.
Essentially, the report that we got is you're harassing people.
Oh, harassing, yeah. I was harassing people, supposedly.
Inside.
Interesting. I was sitting in my car with her. That's all I was doing. And there was a unit that pulled over to me, and then I said, I want to talk to your supervisor or somebody higher than the regular guy. And then we waited like less than a minute, and he came over, and he said I was harassing people, and I'm like, because the guy at the observatory, whoever was running it, I pulled into the lot there. I didn't pull into the parking lot, but I pulled over into that little short driveway there. Waited there for like a minute or two, and he came over and told me that I had to leave. I was literally doing nothing, literally, and I was filming live on YouTube. I have it all recorded.
You didn't talk to anybody?
Nothing, zero, nothing.
Even
I didn't even get out of my car. I got out of my car after to get my Charter of Rights thing that I had printed off, and then I got back in my car, and that was it. So and they keep threatening me with tickets. That's the second time.
that's what I'm just
Well, that's what I mean. I don't even know. I just keep laughing.
The ticket was for having his cell phone recording on his dashboard.
And they thought it was funny before because they were live on YouTube themselves. They thought that was funny. And they're just not taking any of it seriously, you know, so...
Nobody takes any of this seriously.
I don't know.
I know them personally, so I'll
Yeah.
talk to them. I'll see what the whole call is about.
Yeah.
Do you have
Oh,
a
sure.
card?
What do I have? I can give you my...
business card.
Well, I do. I got a pamphlet, but I don't have my email on it. Well, actually, these papers have my email on it. Here, I'll give it to you. I'll fold it to the bottom here.
How about I take the pamphlet? I'll just write your email on it.
Yeah, well, here. There's both. My email's right on the bottom of that paper there.
I won't be reading the stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's educational, but...
Well, my uncle's a flat earther.
Yeah, well, he's a very smart man.
Good conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Your email's on this thing?
Yeah, at the bottom, and then the YouTube's on the bottom of the
The security guard has practiced then about this stuff.
other thing there. But, yeah. I'm actually suing Canadian Space Agency, by the way, too, as we speak right now. Yeah, and I'm gonna win.
Just really curious.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that there's any gravity?
No. Gravity, you need gravity because you think you live on a spinning ball. So something has to hold you to the bottom of the earth.
So, as a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
when God created the heavens and the earth,
Absolutely. He created a firmament, and I've recorded that on my channel. There's one.
streaming right now?
There's on the phone on the bottom here.
You are live streaming.
Yeah, and so I've recorded that myself. There is a dome above us, 100%. I've recorded that with pictures and video.
So when I go on a plane, I see the actual curvature of the earth.
You don't.
Saying that.
You
What
don't.
do I see?
Well, you see the horizon rise to your eye level. There is no, you don't see curvature.
You've seen the
It's-
videos where they prove that the earth is round now?
I don't let them prove. They use a fisheye lens or GoPro. GoPro will curve that wall in front of you. You know, you go to your hotel.
GoPros, I understand.
Yeah, you go to your hotel, you look through the peephole, the wall in front of the door is curved, but you step outside the door and it's flat.
They have different lenses. The people has a different lens than a lens in a camera or a telescope or in your eye or what you're seeing out of a plane.
Same thing that NASA does.
Yeah.
And it's called
We
an
all have the right to
yeah, but it's called an airplane for a reason. You fly in the air over a plane. It's not called an air curve. It's not called a curveizing. It's called a
I don't disagree
horizon.
with you about the moon.
Another thing flat earthers do is a lot of wordplay because they think they can change the different definitions of words. They can change the shape of the earth.
Well, that's just a light.
That's a.
As a light. He created a light to rule the day, the sun, you know the verse, and a light to rule the night.
What is the actual moon do?
Well, I don't know. It illuminates itself. It's not a rock.
It illuminates from the sun.
It illuminates itself. You can't reflect light off a
How
rock.
does that work?
You can't take your flashlight and bounce it off the bricks off the building and illuminate this parking lot.
Well, the thing is the sun is like 10 to the 26 watts, like 4.26 times 10 to the 26 watts or something like that, or 3. We'll look it up. I probably spelled luminosity wrong. Yes, I did. The sun is 3.82 times 10 to the 26 watts. And by the time it gets to the Earth, it's 1310 watts per meter squared. So there's still plenty of light, and the moon plus the moon is huge. So you have to take in the account that it's one big mirror, and it's reflecting light towards the Earth. It's different than like taking a little tiny flashlight, which he does, and take it to a rock and shines it on the rock, and says that does not light up a field. It's a completely different size in the brightness and in the size of the rock.
The light that's illuminated from pushing
You would see the sun, the light come from the sun to illuminate the moon. You don't see that behind.
on the other side of the horizon.
Yeah, but okay, so there's a flashlight on the other side of my car. Is it going to pulverize my car to light up your truck?
Yeah.
It's going to go over the hood and then come over. Here, this doesn't make everything. This is the star Sirius. I have recorded that myself. You want to see a so-called planet? This is the planet Venus. Okay, that's a planet.
Yeah.
Okay, planets are spherical gases, supposedly.
God talks about in the Bible about all the stars he created.
There's two different classifications of planets. There's terrestrial planets, and then there's the Jovian planets. Well, there's three, really, but the terrestrial planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. And then you have the Jovian planet. I was just wondering if I'm going to put Pluto in there, but I guess not. Well, won't. But then you have Jupiter and Saturn, which are gas giants, and then you have Uranus and Neptune, which are the ice giants. Their atmospheres are more icy than they are gaseous. But then you have dwarf planets, which are asteroids. You have like Ceres in the asteroid belt. That's CERES, not similar to the star. And then you have like Pluto, which is like it has like an icy rocky core, maybe some water, and then an icy outer shell. And so they're all different things. And gravity will, after you get so massive, gravity will start pushing things inwards, and the material can't overcome it, and it will become a round object. And that's what happens. So he's just being, you just here's the thing. I'm not going after Mikey Smith, really. I'm just trying to explain things so you don't follow Mikey Smith. That's my goal.
Yeah, and he put him in the firmament. You better reread the Bible. Genesis. Yeah, well, exactly. He created two lights. He did. There's other descriptions of it, but it's mentioned many times. It's that, yeah.
Comparisons that I can actually.
Oh, I can do that for sure. Yeah. No, hey.
Where do you source all your information from?
Oh, from logical observations. Yeah. See, we've been all brainwashed. I don't believe the Earth is flat. I know it's flat, and you do, and he does. Everybody knows it's flat. But you've been brainwashed to go to the movies and see Universal Pictures show you the cartoon globe, because it's not an actual real globe.
They think that the first time people knew it was a globe was when Universal Studios showed the globe on a movie in the 20s. But the thing is, people knew it was a globe in the 1500s and back in the 2000, not 2000, over 2,000 years ago, about 2,300 years or so ago. So we've known it was a globe. We didn't know the size of the globe or what. Well, kind of knew roughly the size, but we didn't know exactly what was on the globe. That's why when Columbus when he sailed west, he ran into North America. He didn't know what it was because they kind of didn't know it was there. But we've known it was a globe for over 2,000 years. So it was well before Universal Studios. And then you can use math to figure out how to plot things on the globe, and that's how you can make like flat measurements into a globe. They're relatively simple calculations.
It's CGI, computer generated images, and that's what NASA gives us too. They film in front of green screens. You never see the fourth.
The first images from NASA that showed around Earth came from the 1960s. This is well before CGI was available. At the time, a lot of computers were using not dot metrics. That's the 80s. Using punch cards and using program languages like Fortran, which is a great. It's still around. It's translated to formula translation. It took a lot. You could easily translate your formulas and put it into a Fortran program to calculate things. Hidden Figures. I think I mentioned this before. If you watch Hidden Figures, which is the Kathleen Johnson film about the woman who did the African American mathematician who did a lot of the calculations for the Apollo program and for NASA, they do bring up Fortran. Okay, Fortran doesn't get mentioned a lot, but it did get mentioned in that movie. But it's still around in some form or another.
The wall of the International Space Station, there's only 3 walls. The other wall is for the camera crew.
There's no camera crew. The only reason you don't see the 4th wall is because you can only capture 3 walls at a time. There's probably shots that show one direction and then another direction, and then you have all 4 walls. There's no camera crew up there.
It's silly. Well, space doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Not a chance.
No?
Nope. Like I said, there's a firmament above us and you cannot penetrate it. They tried to do that in the 60s with rockets, and they can't penetrate it. So in relation to space is supposed to be a vacuum. Okay? So you need a solid barrier in order to have pressure here and a vacuum in space. You can't...
No. What keeps gases on the Earth is gravity. You have thermal energy, which is a form of kinetic energy. And you have potential energy, which is based on gravity. And depending on the molecular mass of the molecule or atom and the velocity, and velocity is related to temperature. So when they balance out, that determines the radius of how far the molecule can get above the Earth. And we do lose a little bit of like hydrogen and helium to outer space every day, but there's processes in the Earth that produce more helium and more hydrogen, like hydrogens and a lot of molecules and a lot of radioactive processes produce helium.
Have just something come to pressure and then a vacuum. You have to have a solid space, solid barrier.
When you think of God, when God designed, you truly think about the sun. If you believe the sun's real,
Yeah, I've recorded them. Yeah, it's the sun.
Does the sun give off heat?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, then how do we get?
Well, when the sun goes further south, we get cold for some reason. Why do we get cold? I thought the sun gave off heat.
The thing is the northern hemisphere points away from the sun, so the light just kind of spread out further. That's why we get cold, and hopefully soon it'll start cooling. And in the south, the light's more direct in the winter, and down in the south, it becomes warmer.
We're spinning.
How do you prove we're spinning? How do you spin? How do you prove we're
When
spinning?
you think about the axis of the Earth, okay,
Yeah,
and we spin,
which Polaris never moves.
Yes, it does.
The center star, the North Star Polaris, never moves, ever.
we've seen it.
No, it never moves. You ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones? Which they blew up. The government blew
So
up.
let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
Yes, Polaris never moves. Why would Polaris?
Oh, Georgia
Well, you're
guides.
spinning in 3 different directions, supposedly.
I'm spinning one
Yeah,
direction.
and then you're hurtling. You're going around the sun. How fast?
We're not going around the sun.
Yes, you
We're
are.
going around the sun, yes. But we're not. Why would Polaris move?
Because you're spinning for one thing, okay, and you're also tilting, which you're talking about. So it should move from at a certain degree. It should move.
Yeah.
In the winter, in the summer, it should be there. In the winter, it should be here, or vice versa. Whatever. It should
What about all
move.
the other constellations. You can't just look at just the North Star.
Yeah, exactly. The Big Dipper never changes. It's always been the Big Dipper.
Have you ever been anywhere else in the world?
Oh, lots, all over North America. No, not this. It would change in relation to your perspective, yes, but the stars are not. Why is it the Big Dipper all the time? Because they're fixed in the firmament.
Well, the thing is we've only been tracking stars and stuff for maybe 10,000 years, or maybe 20 or 30,000 years. The stars are millions of years old, and the distances are so long, so large that it takes a long time for them to make much of a difference to us. So they are moving. The astronomers have measured them.
And the firmament rotates around us.
Fixed in space.
No, in space. How do they be fixed in space?
Because God, just like we,
In the firmament.
no,
Yeah.
God put us in the Milky Way.
No,
God
the
put
Milky.
us where we are in the universe.
The Milky Way is a place in the sky. We're not in the Milky Way. You see it in the sky. It's a line that goes. I think it's.
We're within the Milky Way.
No.
It's like if you're in a crowded room and you look around, you see people all around you, but you don't think you're in the crowd. You're just seeing the crowd around you.
You see it in the sky.
When the third rock from the sun.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
God created all
Here's
these
one.
things. He put us here in this place.
Venus and Mercury are visible in the night sky. How does that work on your model?
This happens because... Okay. I had this brought up on... I brought this up on Twitter earlier. I should redo this video. Okay, we have another video. So we'll just...
Supposedly orbits somewhere around 43 million miles at its maximum. Then you have Venus over here at 67 million.
I should redo this to get rid of the Wonder Share Fillmore. This was a program I was using. They put a watermark on everything until you buy the full version.
Million miles in the second orbit from the sun. We are out here looking this way, looking out that way. Well, not the Earth out of its orbit. We are looking this direction around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour, supposedly at a distance of 93 million miles from the sun.
Okay, I'm going to do my explanation. Let's see. Looking towards the sun, and during the day they'd probably not see anything of Venus or Mercury. But later on at night, as the Earth turns away during the twilight or early evening, you'd see Venus and Mercury. And this is why you don't see them far away from the sun, meaning that they don't show up too much later or too much earlier than the sun. orbits are outside of the Earth. Relations or the
Okay, so, oops, sorry for that. Gotta definitely redo that. Okay. But what happens is you have the sun here, you have the Earth here, and you have Venus here. And you can see the light from Venus here and from here. And you see it here, and you see it here. And when it's here, it's not, you don't see anything lit up, all you see is the dark side. And the same thing for Mercury. That's how you that's how you can tell the that's why you can see Venus and Mercury even though they're on the interior. You don't see them when they're not out here. Plus, since they're inside, you can see crescents and gibbous forms of the illuminated surface, or half phases and different phases.
They are the inner orbits, inner tooth.
They're also sometimes visible during the day.
Yeah, but how are they visible at night? They're on the inner orbit. We're the third rock from the sun, supposedly. How do you prove that? Where are we moving? I'm right here in my car. I'm good. So you go to the lake, go to somewhere, go to Lake Diefenbaker tonight. It'll be totally.
For people who don't know, Diefenbaker was a prime minister in Canada in the 50s.
You look like a mirror. If we were spinning, shouldn't that water come up on the edges?
It's because there is no change in velocity, so the water just stays where it is.
Absolutely. And the stars are moving, not us.
Okay.
How can you prove that, though?
Well, easy. You go and look at them. They're moving.
Yeah, but
We're
it's the
not
same
moving.
concept. It's the same concept that you're saying the stars are moving when
Yeah,
we're not moving.
that's easy.
How do you know we're not going like this?
Because we're not moving. We sense that we're not moving. We can tell we're not. Are you moving right now? You're standing right there perfectly fine. Exactly. Maybe if you weren't working tonight, you'd be drinking. Then you'd be really spinning.
Bigger scale, but we're literally ants compared to
Exactly.
Earth,
But
right?
again,
So
show me
even
something.
if it was spinning, we wouldn't be able to feel
You
it.
can't prove or show us that we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we work in construction, we use a spirit level. Okay?
Yeah.
We build things on a level. Those guys with their tripods and they're leveling on the construction site, they're looking for the level. Plane surveyor.
How big is the Earth?
Well, you tell me. I thought you knew.
Okay, plane survey. They do a local level. They don't. You don't need to take into account the curvature of the Earth to build a house because there's such a small part of the Earth being built on. It takes 69 miles or 111 kilometers for 1 degree of curve. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. I'm in the sick and tired of Mike Hume phase. And I don't want to go through another 4 hours.
It's been, I go out every night that is clear, okay, guys? It's been over a year, okay? You can't just go out, oh, there's no clouds. Oh, let's see what the stars look like. You ain't gonna get shit, man.
That is what astronomers call clear skies. I don't know what he calls clear skies, but those are clear skies. Well, unless it's smoky out. Okay. Maybe it means when there's no moonlight. Okay. I'm getting tired of Mikey. Okay. I'm going to call it quits because somebody else is about to go live and do what I just about to do. What I tried to do. Okay, everybody has a good night and goodbye, and maybe check out Curious UK Debunks. And goodbye.